Remember these two sentences. You have to be happy and I'll make you happy. You have to be happy, do whatever makes you happy. Hey guys, I warmly welcome you to this episode where I'm a little sad and a little happy as this is the last episode of our Best Friend series. And the acronym for today, like I told you the last time, will be LAD. Now this lad is a person who is all very special and all very lovely. And this is something taught to me by my best friend. Now, this best friend of mine, I met her in a very funny situation. We happened to bump into each other and I apologized to her for that. Later I realized she has been living in my building for the past 1 year and we never came across each other. So we started a conversation and things went really well. And you realize, you hit that click you have with that person. Oh my god, that's me. Oh my god, that's me. Something like that. So we had a very good conversation and we became real good friends. Over the time, we fostered into our friendship and we became best friends. And then, after a year of our friendship, came something very amazing and something very important. And that change was she getting committed. Now when she got committed, she was reluctant. I swear, I am not kidding, she was reluctant. She is commitment phobic and she had big time issues with that. But at that point of time, I was the only friend she had. Or rather the only friend she can count on. At least that's what she says. But the point being, now she was really happy about this guy and the guy really loved her. They two were adorable together and I was very happy for her. But I knew the consequences to it. So I made sure that there are no troubles from my end to that person. So the first thing I did was I proved my love over the time to them. And that's why she never doubted for a second that whether I deserve to be her best friend or not. That is the first thing to do. I was always loving and caring to her. And this, the guy knew all along they were trying to get together. Because you just keep talking about your best friend, right? That's what we do. We just keep talking about our best friend. So the guy very well knew that I am a very loving person and I deeply care about her. And that was established, that was known to him through her constant hammering about my name. Now that works really bad in some cases, but this time it worked really well. So the first thing you need to know is that when you're truly loving, that is our L, when you're truly loving, your love transcends to everything and it shows on the person's face as a glow. A person is so happy to have you around that they constantly go on talking about you. And that's what she did. The second thing that was happening is that when this guy came into her life, the first thing that she did was make me meet her. She's like, you have this people skills and you're a mind reader and all, and that's absolutely not true, but that's in her head. And I really enjoy that impression of mine. So I met this guy and I showed him all kind of acceptance. Acceptance that yes, this person is really special to me and I care deeply about her and I welcome you to her life because your presence doesn't mean less happiness for her from my end, but it happens to be that she will have much more happiness from me and you combined. And when I met that guy, I hugged him. I met him for the first time and I gave him a tight hug and I welcomed him and I told him a thank you for making my best friend so happy. Just like your parents or your siblings would thank your spouse for helping them become more happy, for being there and supporting them. This guy was equally good. He showed all the love and acceptance to me and he was so excited to see me. And I think that is the best kind of welcome you can receive, right? The best friend is accepting you and welcoming you with all the love and the guy is like, oh, I'm so excited to see you. You mean a lot to her and that's why you're special to me as well. I and I just clicked right, in the right ways. So the second thing you need to do is show a lot of acceptance and not show, feel. You need to know that your best friend has a life of their own and you need to realize that they deserve all kinds of happiness. The happiness that a person receives in a romantic relationship as well. You cannot be all jealous and possessive about them or be like, okay, no, this way, no, my importance should not decrease. I should be above your boyfriend and no preference to him over me. No. I'm not saying that you force preferences and you force the rankings, but I'm telling you is that give them some space for that guy to earn it. Give them some space to earn it. After all, you will be busy one day in your life and they'll be busy in their life. And the person who is taking care of them for their life is that guy. So they deserve this time and space from you because you are the most understanding person they have. So make sure you give them the space, the time to foster their relationship. And the third thing that I did, and she was mad pissed at me. And the third thing I did was distance myself. Not distance myself through love, care, concern, or anything. I just distance myself a little emotionally, a little in the support, and a lot in the mental sense. Now, what does this distance mean? These kind of best friends, the lads, they not only love and accept that partner, they give them that distance. They happily give them that share. Remember I told you in the first video about? Yes, they happily donate their share to this person so that they can have more time, more space with this best friend of yours and they can grow in life. And that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what is expected out of your best friend. Please make sure a mental, emotional and a supportive distance is necessary. You see, if every time your best friend is going to come running to you and tell you that this went wrong and that went wrong and what they should do, they will never actually put themselves into that relationship mode, or they will never ever go to that person and sort things out, talk things out. Believe me, relationships are chaotic. There's so much friction in bringing two metals together. Don't you think when two lives come together, it's gonna take a lot of efforts? So please, stop holding your head and being like, oh, I lost my best friend, and rather be supportive. Donate your share. Be accepting, be loving, and distance yourself a little. Your best friend needs to realize that you are there for her, you are there for them, but this is the time that you foster your relationship. Because I am not supposed to marry her guy. She is supposed to marry her guy. And that's why it is very important that she builds that relationship with him. I can be a mediator. Your best friend can definitely be a mediator. We all have fights and that best friend comes in and sort things out for us because the best friend understands us more than we understand ourselves. Many a times. They have a clear perspective, a third person perspective to the situation. That is all good. But please make sure that you allow them that time and space to become one. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is the best and the most noble duty you do as a best friend. Don't be all greedy and don't be all whining about, oh my god, she doesn't give me time, she has gone away, he has changed. Remember, 100 divided by 5 and 100 divided by 6, it's supposed to happen. So rather do it happily. Because tomorrow, even you will be in a relationship. And believe me, you don't want a whiny best friend on your head telling you that give me time and attention. So please make sure. I always have this rule in my life. I always try to be the person I would like to meet. I always try to be the person I like to meet. Always try to be the person you would like to meet. This way, you make sure that you meet your standards, your expectations, and you be the best version of yourself every day. Support your best friend, love them, don't be insecure. Love is not about insecurity, love is not about possession. Remember these two sentences. You have to be happy and I'll make you happy. You have to be happy, do whatever makes you happy. The first statement is about possessiveness and about, insecurities. While the second statement is about true love, which is about letting that person be happy in all the ways they can be. And believe me, a true partner will always understand such friendship and will respect you and love you like the way the guy did. So make sure, and see, I just give you a tip on what kind of person your best friend should be dating. Okay? So please, just be a good lad. Come on, now be a good lad and be supportive to your best friend. And tell your best friend to be supportive. Show them this video, share with them. Tell them to share it to all their friends and best friends. Let them know that friendship, the strongest bond that people share on this earth, can be done in a beautiful way. I bid you a farewell from this Best Friends episode, and I hope to see you next time with something more interesting, something more value adding to your life. Please let me know what you did about all this in the comment section below. Do like, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you know everything that's happening here. I look forward to knowing a lot of things from you and giving my share of contribution to it. Please let me know how you felt about it, and do share the video to all the people you love. Let them know that a true best friend can exist and they are already there. Until then, I'll see you. Thank you so much for following up through this series. I thank you for your time and truly appreciate your presence here. It's great to have you here. Thank you.